I bought 4 untested Apple HomePods off eBay. Let's dive right in, see if there's anything wrong with them, and if so, what we can fix. Let's do a quick power test on each of these. Go ahead and connect the first one to power. And it appears that the first one here simply has no power. We'll put that one to the side and check the next one. The second one still has its plastic film, or at least it looked like it. It actually looks like someone had put it back on there. Hook this up to some power and see what it does. All right, same thing, no power. Let's take a look at number 3. Number 3 is kind of beat up, but, oh, you hear that. Interesting. This one looks like the top's even been removed. Let's go ahead and plug that in and see what happens. Okay, so we've got power, and it just stopped. Interesting. And it's not coming back. Huh. All right. And number 4. All right, for number 4, same thing as the number 1 and 2, we've got no power. Let's take a look at the first one. And condition-wise, looks a little dirty. We could probably give that mesh a wash. The top seems to have a crack there. Nothing, well, that's kind of major, but you don't feel it. It's in all right shape. Let's go ahead and take it apart. That's enough. All right, we can get our mid-frame out. Oh, looks like part of the frame is actually broken here all around the basket. Let's see if we can glue that back together. Let's get our logic board out and disconnected. Here's some of our frame. Looks like it's about ready to crack on a few other spots too. That one looks okay. That one looks cracked. This one looks okay. Well, we'll see if we can get this top basket off in one piece. And if not, then we'll just go ahead and replace it. Let's commence the pry. There we go. Easy peasy. All right, we've got that amp board out. Now, if we take a look at the diode located right here, I'll bet you it says 1748K. Would you look at that? I'll go ahead and show you on the multimeter. Dead. Let's go ahead and pull that off and put a new diode on there. I also just noticed our amp IC is pretty well blown, and that diode there looks pretty roasty. The resistor next to the subwoofer connector is also blown out. Instead of repairing everything on this board, I'll go ahead and put a known good amplifier board back into this HomePod, and we'll move on to the next one. I'll save the repairs for this board for a different video. Here we've got a good amplifier board. I've already replaced the resistor on this one, the diode, the 4 capacitors, and the amp IC. So we'll go ahead and put this one into that HomePod. I've got a top basket from another HomePod here. We're not gonna try to fix these. There's just too much broken on there to try to fix up without worrying about them breaking again. So we'll just put another one on there. And here we have number 2. Let's go ahead and take this one apart and see what we've got wrong with this one. Oh, so that's a problem. The connector for the power supply is completely broken off. Let's see if we can get that out. That should be on there, so that way this can plug in there. So what I guess may have happened is maybe this was dropped, because that tore pads off. So we'll go ahead and replace this whole power supply. I wonder if that's the only issue. Let's go ahead and check the diode in here and see if it's shorted out, the usual culprit for no power issues. Yep, so our diode is shorted. So maybe what happened was this HomePod assembly, the diode shorted and it had no power anymore. And I guess maybe whoever it was, they may have chucked it in a box or thrown it, and that's when it broke, or maybe that broke during shipping on the way to me. Who knows? Let's go ahead and get this amp board out and replace that shorted diode. Let's do a quick inspection all around this board just to make sure there isn't anything else obviously wrong. And our shorted diode does have 1748K date coded on it. Everything else looks all right. So we'll go ahead and replace just that shorted diode and throw this one back together. Diode replaced. Let's go ahead and put this one back together. Alright, let's go ahead and give this one a test. Connect it to power. Alright. We'll wait for that to boot up and then we'll factory reset it. And we'll move on to the next one. Let's go ahead and crack open number 3. And I think I can see what's wrong with this one. Looks like it had been dropped on the top enough times that the logic board frame had started breaking. And the logic board started pushing up against the frame right here, rubbing up and tearing the cable that connects to the top display. So let's go ahead and replace this cable and see if it works.
Your HomePod is about to reset. Keep pressing until you hear 3 beeps.
Wow. Let's take a closer look at that cable. Here we go. Alright, that seems to work. Let's go ahead and take this apart a little more and replace this top basket since it's pretty broken up. Lovely. Number 3 is fixed. And here's number 4. And it looks like number 4 is working too.
I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble connecting to...
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Well, we managed to get all 4 of them fixed up and looking pretty good again. I hope you enjoyed watching, and stay tuned for the next one.